Our next kind of numerals we'll look at are Babylonian numerals. There are only two symbols used. One, well, one of the symbols is a slash, stands for the number 1, and an arrowhead, which stands for 10. So to write number our number 23 in Babylonian, we would put two arrowheads, that's 10 each for 20, and three slashes for a total of 23. This is a simplification. In real Babylonian life. Uh, these things are written overlapping so as to save space, and there is a picture in your text that shows how they really did it, but we're going to do this the simple way. Another example, if we wanted to write 58 Babylonian style, we would write 5 arrowheads, that's 5 tens for 50, 8 slashes for 8, giving us that number. The Babylonian system uses the place system to write larger numbers just as we do. Now, when we write the number 29, we mean the 9 to mean we have 9 ones, and the 2 to mean we have 2 tens. Well, the Babylonians use places just like we do. They would separate their places by spacing. So Babylonian number might look like the one given here. And you see in the right-hand place, the first place, there's an 11. And in the second place, the left-hand place, there's a 21. The difference between the Babylonian system and ours is that ours is based on 10, whereas the Babylonian system is based on 60. If 10 is a natural number, 60 is something of a natural number. 60 shows up a lot for us. We have 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour. A circle has 6 times 60, 360 degrees, and so on. So it's not uncommon for us to deal with 60s. So the Babylonian number we had before, at 21 in the second place and 11 in the first place, would mean that we had 21 60s and 11 ones. So 21 60s is 1260, add 11 to it, and we get 1271. All right, again, let's do it again. We have this number. It is 20 in the right-hand place, the first place, and five arrowheads, 52 in the second place. So 52 times 60, the second place is the number of 60s, plus 20, and 52 times 60 is 3120, then add 20 and you get 3140. Now, suppose we wanted to write 70 as a Babylonian numeral. How many 60s are in 70? Well, there's 1, and 1, if we divide 670 by 60, it goes 1 time with 10 left over. So there is 160, and then in the second, so it's a 1 in the second place and a 10 in the first place. If we wanted to write 571 as a Babylonian numeral, how many 60s are there in 571? If we divide 571 by 60, we get 9, and then we have 31 left over. So we write 571, 9, which is 9 slashes, in the second place, and 31, 3 arrowheads and a slash in the first place. Now, suppose we wanted to add on more places. Suppose we wanted a 3-place number. Look at how our place system works. Our number 572. 5 is the number of hundreds, the 5 in the third place. 7 in the second place is the number of tens. 2 is the number of ones. Well, 100 is 10 squared. 10 is 10 to the first power, and 1 is 10 to the 0 power. So we have this pattern. Babylonian system will follow the same pattern. If we have 3 places, the third, which is to say the left-hand place, would be the number of 60 squares. The second place would be the number of 60s, and the first place, the right-hand place, would be the number of 1s. So if we have this number here, we have 21 in the third place, so we have 21 60 squares. We have 13 in the second place, so we have 13 60s, and we have 12 in the first place, so we have 12 1s. And that all adds up to 76,392. Now to go the other way, suppose we want to write 8,010 as a Babylonian numeral. Well, how many 3,600s are there? Well, 3,600 will go into 8,010 twice, with the remainder of 410. Now this means we're going to have a 2 in the third place. 2 3,600s. Now to find the second place, how many 60s are there in 410? 60 goes into 410 6 times. So we have a 6 in the second place. And when we do that division, we have a remainder of 50. So the first place would be 50. And we'll get this number that we have here.